Did you eat breakfast? Yes, you ate your breakfast. I know. Yeah. All right. Hello, everybody. So I tried doing this video last weekend, and it just, I did not have a good week. Well, I don't know if I didn't have a good weekend. It didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. So we're gonna try it again. I realize it's already like over a week into August, but you know, right? Who cares? A reset vlog is a reset vlog. That's like putting resolutions at the beginning of the year and then like not caring to try to better yourself in the middle of the year because it's not the beginning of the year. So we're gonna do this on the 11th of August. Welcome to my monthly reset, or a monthly reset. I haven't done this since whenever I last did it, which was the beginning of the year. I don't know, I just felt like doing one today. So it is Sunday, the 11th of August. It is about 8:30 in the morning. I've been up for like 40 minutes or so. I just fed the dogs, took them out, and then I'm going to shower right now. And then we'll see what else I do with the day. I definitely need to do laundry for sure. And hopefully get this like mess cleaned up. I was cleaning out my closet like a month ago, and I pretty much went through mostly everything. I need to go through like the top shelf, and then I can put that stuff back in. I just want to get like stuff cleaned up. It's not like dirty, it's just like there's just like clutter everywhere, and I want to kind of get rid of that. I may go through my shelves again and do an unhaul. What else? I don't know what else I am going to end up doing. Again, laundry, probably clean the bathrooms. I should take my car to get washed, to be honest. It's disgusting. Like, it's been raining so hard for like, I don't know how, like the last week. But my car isn't, like, it needs to be like actually scrubbed. So I may drive out to the car wash. Possibly. Mike works late today, so maybe I'll go out to get myself dinner later and ride through the car wash and do that. Yeah, so all right, like I said, I'm gonna take a shower. What am I currently reading? I'm currently listening to, which this is going to be in another vlog most likely, but I'm currently listening to The Lies We Steal by Monty J. This is an author that's going to be at Authors in the Bluegrass, which I am going to at the end of, it's the second weekend of October, I believe. It's like the 10th or something. So I'm trying to read as many new authors as I can within that time. And there is a vlog of me reading new to me authors where I read a couple of them. And there will be another part to that vlog that book will be in. But that's what I'm currently listening to. It's very reminiscent of the Devil's Night series. Like, it feels very similar, where it's like set at this prestigious, I don't remember if it's university or like just a private school, with these guys who like, they're from the founding families of the town. They're like uber wealthy, and they kind of like run the town and run the school, and like everybody's afraid of them. They just do whatever the fuck they want. Don't know at the moment. I don't think it's better than Devil's Night. Devil's Night came out like years before this series did, but I am intrigued enough to continue reading it. All of the books, I think there's 4 books, and the first 3 are on Hoopla, or there's like a part 1 and part 2 of one of the books. I don't know. But there's like a bunch of them on Hoopla except for the very last one. So I've been listening to that. I did physical book, which actually is going to also be an audiobook. I wanted to read something light. I've been reading a lot of dark stuff lately, and I wanted to read something a little bit lighter. So I'm going to pick up Perfect Wreckage by Catherine Cowles, which is book 2 of her Wrecked series. I am so behind reading her backlist. I need to read the rest of this series. I need to read the Tattered and Torn series, and then the one after that, it's like Ashes of You, Glimmers of You, that series. And plus I have her new series. I have Fragile Sanctuary. Delicate Escape comes out in like a week or 2. Like, I'm so behind, and don't even get me started on how behind I am with Debney Perry's backlist as well. Look, I need to start getting into gear with reading these. But again, I've been trying to read books by like new authors that I'm going to these signings for, so I can actually like have books to bring to be signed, or maybe pick up something while I'm there, especially the special signing editions that these authors are having. So, but I've been in the mood to read some Catherine Cowles. I do have the audio of this. I believe there's an Audible had the first 3 books in this series as like a box set, so I did pick that up for like 1 credit. So I'm going to like listen and physically read this at the same time, which seems to help me a lot. I can get through audiobooks a lot faster than reading physically, obviously. But when I realized when I listen that fast and I'm trying to do other things, like while I'm working, like I don't retain as in depth of information as I do while just physically reading or reading and listening at the same time. So this is going to be read and listen. For the moment though, I'm not going to listen to anything because I'm going to go shower, and I don't listen to audiobooks in the shower. But yeah, so that's going to be my day. We'll see how it all goes. And all right, I'll check in with you guys at a later time. Okay, so I have showered. I have my first load of laundry in the oven, in the washing machine. Don't put your laundry in the oven. And sorry, I just had an email. I was gonna check that. I made a list. So I have laundry, run to the car wash. I do have some writing replies to do. I think I have about 4 of them. I did 2 already this morning, so I'm going to see if I can get the last couple in. I haven't been having a lot of writing to do the last couple days, and now I have a few at a time, so I'm going to try to like work my way through them in between doing other things and hopefully get them done today as well. I have to clean the bathrooms, which is on this, finish up my closet. I have to edit my other reading vlog and then edit this vlog. Now this vlog, obviously this will probably be the last thing I do today because I'm gonna obviously film all day. I have my bookshelves, so go through and do an unhaul of my bookshelves. As you can probably see, I have stacks sitting here. I just have books sitting like everywhere. So we need to, I don't have enough space to actually get them neatly put away on the shelves, unfortunately, but you can even see down there I have more. These have been sitting here for months because I just don't have anywhere to put them. And then I have this shelf. Ignore the mess. That's part of other thing I have to do today. Like I have this shelf here which has mostly my like nonfiction and like thriller stuff, which I think is what I'm going to end up going through. I'm also going to go through this like YA shelf again. I just keep pulling stuff off of it because I'm not reading it. I think I'm out of my YA phase, especially YA fantasy. Like I have no interest in reading. I know it's like a not a fad right now. I think that's an outdated term. Like it's a thing right now, but it's kind of always been a thing, YA fantasy, and I'm just kind of fell off the bandwagon. I'm in my dark romance era, right now. I know there are some books that I want to read, some books that I really don't have interest in anymore. We'll see how that ends up working out. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then the other thing on my list was shower. We already did that. And then straighten up my library. That is probably like the one monthly thing I have to do because my desk it's small. I have a very small desk. I have a very small room that I have my desk in my library in. So it gets cluttered very quickly, very easily. And I have stuff sitting on top of the shelf over here. Like I need to clean this stuff out. My problem is I have no place to put anything. I have no storage. That's the other thing I'm going to have to do today. And then I have, I should do I have a couple landlord things I have to do. I'm not technically a landlord right now because there's nobody living in the next other side. But there are some stuff I have to pay drop off my check for my property, my school taxes, my fall school taxes, and do a form for the vacancy on the other side because it is vacant. So yeah, I don't recommend being a landlord. I would just like to say that I didn't actually want to be one. I inherited this house when my mom passed away. Y'all, it is such a headache. Yes, I'm in the process of working towards selling the house, but I need to do these updates in order to actually sell it. But I'm going to need to have somebody rent it out for a little while at least to help with some of the expenses before we do actually go ahead and sell it because it's old. I mentioned this in several videos, but if you haven't really watched any of them, my house is built in 1905. That side is more updated than this side, except for our bathroom upstairs is updated. The bathroom over there needs to be redone. I don't have money to do the entire bathroom, so we're just gonna get the shower replaced, and just do as much. Like we're gonna repaint. So again, don't recommend being a landlord unless you have the money to do it, because I certainly don't, and it's not fun. It's not fun. It is nice owning your own house. Like you don't have to worry about, like you can do whatever you want to it. But instead of paying rent, I have to pay property taxes and all of the bills incorporated with that, and it's a lot, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking, especially without having the income from the rental on the other side to deal with a lot of the stuff. So anywho, yeah, that was this little update. I don't know why this was 10 minutes long. There was really nothing going on that was happening. I was just blabbing for a little while, but you know, that's how I do. Okay, so right now I'm going to, while my laundry's going, I think I'm going to try to write a couple more of these little replies I have to do. I'm gonna get that paperwork I need for my landlord stuff, and then I don't know, okay, I'll check in with you guys a little bit later on.
I think I found a key!
They got me again! You have to sink for the ship? We're on the ship! Hello?
Someone is naturally using a leaf blower outside as I'm about to film this update, but hello. It is a little after 4 o'clock right now, so I have, what did I do? My laundry is done. I did fold and put away the first load. I have to go down and get the second load, so my laundry almost checked off the list. As you saw, I did go to the car wash. I cleaned the bathrooms. I did a couple of replies. I have 2 left I need to do. I did 2 already, so that's checking that off the list. I did straighten up my library. For the most part, my desk is organized. And I did go through and pick off some stuff off my bookshelves that I want to unhaul. And I dropped off all the stuff I had to do for like my landlord's stuff. I do need to fix this shelf here that has a little bit of clutter on it. But after that, then my library will be clean. So the last things on my list would be to go clean out the cat boxes, which I'm going to do after I do this update. Finish with my closet. And then after that, it's just editing this vlog and my other vlog, and that'll be my night. So that might actually take up most of my night, the editing. I think there's quite a bit of footage. I'll probably just, most likely I will edit this just because it's shorter so I can actually have it posted, which will be interesting because it'll be my first video I've posted in all year so far. I think it's since like January, February. I haven't been filming or posting anything. So this will be my first video that I post, hopefully tomorrow. And then I'll either finish the things, a couple things I have to write and go back to reading. I'll eat dinner somewhere in there, and I've been watching, I watched the second try, the Try Guys. We have their second try, their streaming app. So I did watch, they're playing D&D. So I had that on while I was doing everything else. And then now I'm watching some YouTube videos, and I'll probably end up doing that while I do everything else. And I'll eat the rest of my Thai food for dinner. And that'll be the day. Oh, I did also update my planner. So I was using a planner to keep track of like my bills, making sure everything got paid on time. I have not been using that all year. I think I used it for like the first couple months, and then I got bad about keeping up with it. I've started, I set it up for August, and everything that's highlighted has been paid and taken care of already. But yeah, so I did set up my planner. And let me share you guys with the books that I'm going to. I may post some of these on Pango. I'm really lazy. I hate taking the photos. Like a lot of people just do like a photo of the cover. I try to do like a photo of like the inside and like the back and the spine and the pages and stuff. And it's like annoying to me. Like I just get tired. Like I get lazy about it and I don't want to do it. But more than likely, eventually at some point, these will be listed up on Pango. But most of them, like most of my thrillers are going to be from Book of the Month. I have canceled my Book of the Month subscription like a while ago because I would either skip the month or I never read the books that I get. I did keep some of them. There are a couple left that I still have interest in reading, but for the most part I am getting rid of them. So the first one I have is The Cartographers by Pang Shepard. This was from March 2022. Did not read that. Then I have The Survivors by Jane Harper, January of 2021. Did not read that. This is not a Book of the Month, but I have The Unheard by Nikki French. I'm getting rid of both of my Lucy Foley. I have The Paris Apartments by Lucy Foley, again from March of 2022. And then The Guest List by Lucy Foley from April of 2020. Never read them. Then I have Alice Feeney by Daisy Darker, or Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. I don't even remember which. Yeah, Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. And this is from August of 2022. And I have the bookmark still in it. So whoever gets this book is going to get the bookmark along with it. This has like weird stuff on the cover. I don't know why. Yeah. So there's those. And then I went through my YA, my fantasy paranormal stuff, because I'm not really like into that anymore. So I am getting rid of King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair. I don't even remember what this is about. I have no interest to even read that. And I am getting rid of From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I have not read this. I know this is like everyone's like favorite series. I don't know if it's still a thing or not, if it's making its rounds again. I originally was gonna read this and then not read the rest of the series because I didn't really have interest in the rest of the series. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get to this. I don't know if I have any real interest in actually giving it a shot. I think I'm kind of like out of this era of reading. Oh, sorry. Okay, that's gonna block the camera. I am getting rid of City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. I did read this. I listened to all 3 of them actually on audio. I think they were on Hoopla, and I actually really had a lot of fun with this. But I have no reason to keep it. I'm not going to reread it, but I did really enjoy the story. It was a lot of fun. And then I am getting rid of my entire Witchlands series by Susan Dennard. I have not read the series. I have had every intention of reading it. I got them as a gift for Christmas one year, like 3 or 4 years ago at this point, probably 3 years ago at this point. And yeah, I held on to them through several unhauls, even though I'm kind of like, I'm not going to read these. And if I keep them, they're just going to continue to sit for years and take up space on my shelves. So they're going to go. So that's the whole series. Those are all of the books that I'm going to get rid of. It freed up a little bit of space on my shelves. I was able to get the books that were sitting like on the floor over here. I was able to put them away. You can't see it, but there's some space here that I can shift things around and try to get some of this put away. All right, that's going to be the update for this. I'm going to go do the last couple of things I need to do, get my list checked off and finished, and then hopefully at the end of this I will be closing out this vlog with a successful little reset to get me going for the week, because the month has already started. We're almost halfway through it already, but whatever. Maybe we'll just call this a weekly reset. That might be a better way to saying it, because I don't know. All right, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, so sorry, my fan is on. Let me shut that off real quick. As you can tell, the lighting is going because it is going on 7 o'clock right now. But our list is pretty much done. The only thing I haven't done is to edit my other reading vlog, but I said that'll probably happen at a little bit of later time. I did edit the first part of this vlog. The only thing I haven't edited is this clip, so I'm going to do that. I've folded my other little laundry, put that away. I finally did the cat boxes. I actually did them a little bit later than I intended to. I got my closet organized. I realized that I'm going to need the bags that I have sitting out. I'm actually going to need at the end of the week, this coming week, because I'm going to dog sit next week. Not this week, but the following week. So like I kind of was like, well, what is the point of putting these away if I'm going to need them? But I just kind of shoved them in a different spot for easier access. And that was pretty much it. Edit reset vlog, and that's the last bit of this. I did do, as you saw, I was writing my last couple little replies. So I'm going to quickly edit this bit of footage and call it a day. This day was actually successful. I really think that like filming these reset vlogs and holding myself accountable is actually really helpful. Again, though I tried to do this last weekend and it didn't quite work out. I think I just wasn't really in like an editing mood, and I am today. Yesterday I was not in a mood to do anything at all. Like I stayed in bed most of the day. I was just not having it. I don't know why. I get like in these weird like funks, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know if it's just like I just don't want to function properly like a human. I don't know if you would call it, I don't know if it's like depression or what it is. I don't know, but I just get in these weird moods where I just like don't want to do anything but lay around and just be miserable. So that was yesterday, but today I feel a lot better. Which is funny because it's Sunday, and usually get the Sunday scaries is what I hear they're called, before you go to work Monday morning. But anywho, that's gonna be it for this little reset vlog. Let me know if you actually enjoy these, if you want me to do these more often. Hopefully I can get back into filming again and keep up with it. It's really the editing that gets me, because I like to talk a lot, and I do cut a lot of it out, but I just still have to sit through and listen to it to know where to cut. So like, I get tired of editing is what normally happens. Or like, since this is a booktube channel, I'm not really reading a whole lot. I'm reading more now than I was the beginning of the year, but I'm still nowhere near where I was last year, and I don't think I'm going to even hit. I may be able to hit my reading goal possibly, but I'm definitely not going to surpass the 80 some books I read last year. So anyway, that's going to be the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it gives you some motivation to do something of your own sort of reset. And I guess I'll see you in my next one. Bye.